Hey y'all. Let me do it like this so maybe I can see what I'm filming. Y'all see all that? Y'all see this? I apologize, it's through my window, but look. I just want to say something. I do not understand why companies that hire brand new drivers out of school, okay? When you get out of school in the state of Tennessee, it's because you passed your skills, the written test, pre-trip, post-trip, coupling, chaining, all that stuff. In 5 hours of log drive time. Keep in mind, my 5 hours of log drive time was driving through town in the summer in clear weather. No hills, nothing like that. And new companies, not some of them, a lot of new companies ain't trying to put new drivers out here in this. I'm in Oregon. And if anybody knows anything about the Rocky Mountains, it's a higher elevation than the Appalachian Mountains. But the grades out east, I know the grades can be even steeper than out here. Just because it's a higher elevation does not mean it does not have steep grades or steeper. It's the length of distance it takes for you to come down a certain elevation. The shorter the distance and the further you come down, the steeper the grade's going to be. So even though the Appalachian Mountains ain't as high in elevation, they still got steep grades. Me being a new driver, let me step back to what I was saying a minute ago. A lot of new companies will not put new drivers out here in these mountains in the wintertime, because unlike in the south, it's always snowing. There's always, very few days do you have of dry roads. It's just the way it is. Out here, it snows and it's ice all the time. Or it's rain, and on top of all that on the roads, you got to worry about the extremely high winds out here. So if you get a break on a day that it ain't snowing and there ain't ice on the ground, you gotta worry about coming around these steep grades and sharp curves on wet roads with the wind blowing 50, 60 miles an hour at gusts. Winds at 30 something, 20, 30, 40 miles an hour, and then 50, 60, 70 mile an hour gusts. Now if it gets too high, they shut the road down. But it's gotta be pretty bad before they do that. I do not understand people that hire, companies that hire brand new drivers and put them out here by themselves. Sure don't. A lot of companies won't do it. One company I was looking at online, you got to drive with them for a year and earn the right to be out here. They do not pay me enough to risk my life. And I'm not trying to be extra right now, but that's a fact of the matter. Anybody that has any sense will tell you, and truck drivers will tell you this. Do they get out and run in snow and ice? Yeah, they do. Is it ever safe? No, it's not. It's not ever safe. You're taking a risk every time you do it. Okay? When I'm more experienced, I might be more willing to take certain risks and make an educated decision. But right now, I'm out here trying to make decisions uneducated. That's why I'm parked. I am not driving until this clears up. Call me a rookie, call me whatever, but you ain't gonna call me wrecked on the side of the road. That you ain't gonna do. I've asked my company, when I started with them, I asked them, I said, it's wintertime. I lived in South Dakota. I knew what time it was. I said, do y'all have anything? Because a lot of companies will run OTR, then they'll run some regional, and then even some local. I'm like, look, I need regional for right now. I am not ready for wintertime in the Rocky Mountains. I'm just not. I don't have the experience. Keep in mind that 5 hours of driving time in school was spread out over 4 months. 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, weeks and weeks and weeks apart. That's not learning anything. They just trying to see if you could keep it in the road. That's all. And I went to one of the crappiest schools there is on the planet. I'm telling you. Do not go to 160 Academy out of Chattanooga. Don't do it. Don't do it. I asked my company if they had anything regional for the South. They told me no. I'm looking online because this is, I sit more than I do anything out here. I started looking online for Southeast Regional jobs. What do you know popped up? May Trucking Company, Southeast Regional, hiring jobs now. I called, I said, y'all don't do regional. Why are you advertising jobs for regional? Oh, well, there's a waiting list. It's going to take 4 months. You would think the company won't want the liability of putting new drivers out here in this. There may be some people that can hop in the truck and get right on it. I cannot. I know this about myself and I'm not risking it. I don't care what anybody thinks about me over it. That doesn't make me dumb or incompetent. I know my skill level. Will I get better? Yes. Practice makes everything better. Right? My point is, before you put me out here in these mountains in snow, ice, rain, and hardcore winds, how about let me go run mountains out of the snow first? Right? Like, I said something to somebody at May, I'm like, you know, I really want to move to regional. I've been pushing to move into Southeast Regional. And she's like, well, you're going to drive mountains anywhere you go. Yeah, I know that. But we ain't got the wind out there like we do here. And we dang sure ain't got, I'm telling you, you'll be lucky to get 1 day a week. I ain't seen it yet, of dry roads. It's either snow, and that's usually coupled with high winds. Rain or coupled with high winds. Or it's ice and deep snow. I said, that makes no sense. Let me go out there. I'm a brand new driver. And drive around on flat ground a little bit. And if I got to go over a mountain to go somewhere. Thing is, out here, when you're going somewhere, you're not just like North Carolina. Okay? From Tennessee to North Carolina. Yeah, you got to cross the mountain. But I'm telling you, I've been out here on days of trips. Just going from Denver to Washington State, right? And it's mountain pass after mountain pass after mountain pass after mountain pass after mountain pass. The whole way is a mountain pass. Make it make sense. I need some help, y'all. If they don't get me out of this, I'm doing nothing but sitting, and this is not what I went to school for. I want to be on the road. I want to travel. I want to do my job. If anybody knows of a company that's hiring Southeast Regional new drivers, please let me know. Okay? Do I eventually want to get out here? Yeah, I do. This dude's got chains on his tires right now. But you know what? People say, oh, put chains on. Chains are not to go run the roads in. Chains are to get you when a freak blizzard comes out of nowhere and you're on the road. It's for you to put those on to safely get to a place to park and wait the weather out. They are not to run the roads in. So I won't hear no comments about, well, you need to put your chains on. I'm not doing it. A bunch of drivers that drive out here say, I don't ever put chains on. You want to know why? Because I check the weather before a trip. If I know it's going to be bad, I park. I'm not even going to go there. If anybody knows a company, I don't care if it's a big company or a mom and pop, that will run me Southeast Regional until the winter passes, I don't mind coming out here in the summer. I don't. I want to learn how to do the mountains properly and safely. But I need to do it in good conditions before I'm out here in the worst of it. But anyway, fixing to go back here and cuddle with the puppies. Ain't nothing else going on. I'm going to be here for a couple of days, y'all. I love y'all. I'll make another video later. Sorry, I'm just upset about it and venting a little bit. But also, Wi-Fi, brain freeze. FYI, alright? When you're looking for a company and you're a brand new driver and you already know you don't have the experience and feel safe being out here in this kind of weather on these steep grades in the Rocky Mountains, look for a company that's going to get it in writing. But I'm out. I love y'all.